Hey guys, Demir and Carrie here, and today we're going to be doing a behind-the-scenes video about our morning routine.
If there's one thing that we get asked all the time as productivity coaches, it's about morning routines.
Okay, so morning routines are obviously a super critical part of your productivity, and we've had the opportunity to test our routines on thousands of our clients, and we've actually based them on the routines of top-performing executives and athletes and leaders.
Yep.
So you can be assured that every element has been optimized for today's knowledge workers.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of things that sound good about morning routines and just feel so right, and they're not.
Right.
And there's some things that seem like that doesn't feel right at all, and they are right. And so you can only get that experience from doing what we've done, which is actually testing them with really successful people.
You can actually download the exact morning routine checklist that we're going to be sharing in this video, plus 2 additional routines, which are our evening routines, at the link below the video. So do not miss out on that. And also, if you enjoy this video, then make sure you like and also click to subscribe to get other similar videos in your feed.
Okay, so before we even get into morning routines, let's just talk really quickly about habits, right? Every habit is composed of 3 elements: the cue, the routine, and the reward. And when you can habitualize something, that means that you've made it automatic in your life. Let me give you a quick example. You don't brush your teeth when you feel good and then not brush your teeth on days when you feel bad. You brush your teeth every day, whether you feel good or not, and you don't really agonize and say, oh my God, it's so hard to brush my teeth today because I feel so bad. No, we just sort of do it. It's just become part of who we are. That's what we call automaticity. It's the act of making something automatic. And we now know, we live in this beautiful world where we know how to make that happen.
So Demir and I have been practicing this for a while, but I think it really landed with us in a new way when we got a dog. And of course, everything the puppy does has to be turned into a habit, whether you want them to sit or come or stay or whatever. It needs a cue, which is usually you saying what the action is that you want them to do. And then the routine, which is the actual action. So maybe she's going and running and fetching a ball or something like that. And then the reward is the positive reinforcement that she gets once she's done the routine.
So this is what we want in our morning routines. We don't just want to have a morning routine. We want a morning routine that's short enough and powerful enough that it can just be something that you do every single day, on the bad days, on the good days. It really doesn't matter. This is something that's just a part of you.
Okay, so for us, our cue is our alarm goes off. And then that kicks off our routine, which typically takes us about 15 minutes. So the alarm goes off, we get up out of bed, we open up the curtains, and because we keep our phones in the bathroom, then we're wandering immediately into the bathroom to kick off the routine.
Yeah, and that keeps you from the dreaded roll and scroll, which we're going to talk about later.
Now, notice that we have a little sticky note that we have pasted into our bathroom on the mirror. Now, you'd think we might have it memorized by now, but it's still just a nice reminder sitting there, reminding us what we're doing so that we don't get distracted by clothes or something else that we see in the bathroom.
So the first step is that we wash our face and brush our teeth. And for me, because I can take one of those Navy showers just really quick, I'm going to shower, but Carrie, who needs more time to get prettied up, she's going to do that later after her morning routine's done.
Then we will make our bed together. So this is a lovely exercise we like to do as a couple. Just have a little win for the morning.
Yeah, it's like a keystone habit, right? It makes you feel organized before you've even left your room in the day.
And after that, we're gonna make our way over to our balcony. I love sitting on our balcony. It's so nice in the morning.
We have a gorgeous balcony, and it's almost, I dare say it's almost an inspiring view.
And the first thing we're gonna do out there is a short, just listing 3 things that we're grateful for.
Yeah.
Just figuring out, hey, what am I grateful for this morning?
You know, studies have shown that a gratitude practice can be even more powerful than taking Prozac or an antidepressant because, fear, anxiety, depression, all of those negative emotions cannot exist in the same space as gratitude.
Even if you're starting the day and you're potentially in a bit of a negative place or not looking forward to what the day has in store, doing this is such an easy way just to shift out of that.
Throughout your day, at any point, you can just stop and do 3 things you're grateful for, and it is an amazing practice. It works almost every single time you work it.
So next, we're going to do a 5-minute meditation. Now, this is just to clear your mind.
So what's great is rolling those gratitudes into meditation means I'm already feeling good. I'm feeling grateful. And then doing a meditation, I like to meditate on the mindset that I want to bring into the day. Let's say that mindset is ownership, or you could say that mindset is gratitude. Whatever mindset I really want to be the prevailing mindset for the day, I meditate on that.
And the final element of our morning routine is a 5-minute period of reading. I love this because having read just for 5 minutes in the morning means you've pushed yourself forward and you've educated yourself in some way.
Yeah, so on the reading list right now, I'm reading As a Man Thinketh by James Allen.
And I'm working my way through The Daily Stoic. Highly recommend it. It's a great read.
The reward is whatever you choose it to be, but in our case, we choose a fantastic, delicious cup of coffee.
Coffee is a fantastic reward if you do drink caffeine. Sometimes we also just play with our dog, our little puppy.
Yeah.
So that can be a great reward. So whatever just feels great and something that really rewards you for doing this great practice can be a fantastic reward.
Now, if you find that you're trying to do this routine and you can't, one is you could step it back, do fewer steps maybe, and start adding from success. Once you've done the first 3 steps, then add the 4th, then add the 5th. And the other thing you can do is use a higher value reward.
And that's so funny because training the dog has taught me so much about how to train myself.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
And one thing was, especially if with our dog, if you don't do the exact same cue, even with the same intonation of your voice, then she'll get confused. And it's the same thing with us.
Yeah.
We need to make sure we're being very consistent with whatever routine you choose to stick to. So our first tip is to put down the phone and use a kitchen timer instead of an actual alarm on your phone. Timers are really helpful because once you start checking your phone during your routine, that can become really, really distracting.
Once you turn that phone on, you've got all these tasty, tempting little notifications that just suck you right in.
So kitchen timers are a great, cheap alternative, and I'm going to link one here in the video. The second tip is to keep it simple. We're productivity
Amen.
coaches, and the answer, believe us, is not to make it more complicated. A lot of people are thinking, I just want to wake up and meditate and work out and make a full healthy breakfast that's gluten-free and then read and then write in my journal and then take the puppy for a walk and call my
then
mom.
Climb to the top of the nearest mountain and collect the dew from the top of a leaf and bring it back and make a green shake with fresh, organic ingredients that I grew from my own
garden. And
garden.
then I would like to get into the office early. So don't fall into this trap. I know it can be tempting to make yourself into some kind of superhero, but believe me, you want to start small with the morning routine and focus on being able to do every routine perfectly for about 66 days before trying to add or make it longer.
Longer than that, and you're creating something that could work when you're perfect, but can't work when things aren't perfect. Can't work on a day when you're feeling bad. It can't work on a day when you're on the road or traveling or it's the holidays. So you really want to make something that works every single day.
We were talking about our friend David, who was talking to us at Salsa. He had this 2-hour-long morning routine, and it was a great routine, but his problem was he couldn't be productive after it because he was so tired from having done the routine.
All right, third tip. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you've got a good routine, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look like ours or it breaks one of the rules that we're telling you. If you've got a great morning routine, keep it.
We also have a pre-work routine that we're going to be talking about next. So if you've got a morning routine down, then you can also go ahead and start on that pre-work routine and get that locked in next. So one more thing to just look out for is what we call the roll and scroll. Now, this is when you are wasting precious, precious morning time checking your social media and your email instead of getting up and getting at it. So basically, it's where you roll over and your alarm's going off.
Yeah.
And so then you grab your phone and you pick it up, and then you start scrolling through it because that's what you do. You see all these notifications.
Guys, that is more than enough time for a super powerful morning routine. So be honest with yourself. You probably do have the time in the morning if we didn't do the roll and scroll.
So that's why we keep our phone in the bathroom, because it just naturally leads you into the first element of your morning routine. All right, next we're going to be talking about part 2, which is our pre-work routine.
And guys, remember, we have an incredible set of morning routines and evening routines that we're giving to you for free, and these are tested and we know they work. So check out the description below and they're linked there.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this.